Martin, back with the Ananda family. And yes, loves, we are live on YouTube officially on this December 3rd, 2024. We hope all is well with you, loves, and the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we share with you and we send to you in as we are one, loves. We are live, waiting for all of you to come on so we can begin tonight's teaching. As we are live here on YouTube for the second time in what we would say a week. So we hope all is well with you, loves. I am Medium Michaela Martin, the channel or conduit for Sandanda Yeshua and our Ananda family. So we welcome all of you brothers and sisters to the live stream. We hope all is well with you, love, as we send you peace, light, and love upon your spiritual journey of evolution and awakening. So as we're waiting for all of you loves to come on, we wanted to make sure everything is working. So if you guys can hear us okay, just put it in the comments and let us know. And this will be published later for the replay on our official Facebook group and our YouTube channel here. So if you missed the live, you can go back on our YouTube channel and watch the replay. Okay, love, so no worries there. There's 4 of you watching, so hi, loves, welcome all of you. We send you peace, light, and love. Before we begin, loves, today, for this live teaching from our family, and specifically Sandanda Yeshua, he wanted me to share a little story time with you for a minute while we're waiting for all of you to come on real quick, as this is a important teaching for the collective. So if any of you are ready, just let us know and we will begin. And if any of you students of ours would like to take notes, please feel free and do that, as we have a lot of ground to cover. So I do not know how long it's going to be. We'll try to keep it short and sweet and simple, but when Yeshua is on a roll, he's on a roll. Okay? And do not choose the vessel or the messenger. Hi, love. How are you? Glad to see all of you. Loves, I asked Sandanda Yeshua to address some untruth about the scriptures in the biblical text. Because yesterday, loves, if you have not seen Kimberly Palm's video that she uploaded on her YouTube channel, please go back and do that, loves. Because she received messages from Sandanda Yeshua as well. She also takes dictation from Sandanda Yeshua, and she did mention me in the video quite a few times. And first of all, I want to say thank you to her for doing that per Sandanda Yeshua's request, because I am his conduit. I know not what Yeshua's going to say or do in any of these videos or live streams. So please feel free to take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. Okay? So, for today, love, in this video live, as we are live with all of you, we wanted to address some of the untruth that needs to be addressed, and why Sandanda Yeshua told me from a very early age in this incarnation to only read what I felt within me to be true. If that makes sense, love, regarding any religious text or biblical scripture of any kind. Okay? So, to start this video, loves, you may want to get your water and a little notebook perhaps, because these are going to be some information that may benefit you as well, and the links you need for Kimberly Palm's websites, spiritualgrowthjourneys.com, are in the description of the video below for you, somewhere in there. So if you guys want to check her out, you may do that, loves, as well. Please go follow her if you're not doing so already. Okay, so now that everyone is starting to settle in, we want to welcome all of you. And before we get started on the conversation, we're going to ground all of you in peace, light, and love, as always. And you may do this with us if you wish. First, we ask for you, Father, Mother, Creator, to shield and surround your perfect sons and daughters with your diamond white light of perfection and protection around the mind, body, and spirit as we are one with you, Father, Mother. As any and all darkness, Father, Mother, within the mind, body, and spirit, and technologies and environment must be dealt with by you, Father, Mother, Creator Adonai, across all times, spaces, places, dimensions, altered realities, and parallel universes, as we do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. It must be dealt with by you, Father, Mother, times 1,000, in the name of Yeshua the Christ. So it is done. As I use the violet flame of Saint Germain and you, Father, Mother, Creator, to purify the mind, body, and spirit, so I may become a clear open channel for you, Sandanda Yeshua, the Christ, only giving truth, light, and love at this time. As I let go of my ego, filter, and bias to do so, I ask for you, Brother Zadkiel, to place a multi-layered, multi-dimensional shield of protection, of light, and of love around any and all technologies that brothers and sisters may use in the collective and we as a family may use, keeping it shielded from any demonic energies or negative entities, as we do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. We ask for you, Brother Uriel, to calm the background noise, please, so brothers only hear the truth that is being given in this live stream at this time. And so it is done in the name of Yeshua the Christ. We also ask the firewall of protection to be around the collective and our family with the purest intention of light and love only. And so it is done. Okay. Everybody hanging in there? So we hope all is well with you, loves. So for this video, Sandanda Yeshua wanted me to tell you, loves, a little story about when the body was a teenager in this duality expression, as he calls it, and how I was never into the biblical scriptures to begin with. And then when the body, I say the body because we're not the body, we're the soul activating the body, if that makes sense, loves. So when the body was in its mid-teens, I had a friend who will go unnamed, who invited me to her church for the first time. A devout Christian. She was very big on the biblical text and religious dogmas and doctrines, and she wanted me to be invited to her Christmas play of the Nativity story. And I had never been to church a day in this incarnation in my life. So I agreed to go and see what it was about. And I am sitting there in church, and I'm laughing so hard because of what they're showing. They're showing the biblical version of Yeshua's birth story. You know, the Immaculate Conception, the one that we've talked about over and over. And that's not quite how it happened. Okay? As Kimberly and I and our family have said, you have to have a sperm and an egg to create a baby. Okay? So there was no impregnated by the Holy Spirit thing. That was a made up lie. Okay? That's just one of many things the biblical version lies about. And if you want to go to my sister Kimberly Palm's YouTube channel and her book, Walking with Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, you may order them through her, as that book is controversial. It has controversial material. Only take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. Having said this, loves, she does have other books, Ascension 101 and a roadmap for your soul, and the Real Fountain of Youth, that are available on Amazon for this specific time. Try saying that with accent. For this specific time of your ascension, I should say. So, if you want to go check that out, you may do that. So, having said this, loves, this woman who asked me to her church, she was a friend of mine who I had known for a long time, and she believed in having a Bible every single second, of reading every single word in the biblical text, and she believed everything to be true. She was what I would term a typical Christian, not knowing the true meaning of Christian. And this might have some, let's put it this way, this might have some feedback on the Christian community, but that's okay, because we're prepared for it. We as a family put the truth out there, and if it gets out there, that's fine. And if nothing resonates with you, don't take it. Okay? We're just saying here. So, in her world, she believed in having a Bible at her side every single second. She believed in every word of the Bible. She would ask me every time I'd see her, "Have you read the Bible?" Because she gave me a Bible when I went to her church that night to see the nativity story, or the fictitious nativity story that didn't quite play out like that in real life. But Kimberly Palm has indeed talked about this as well, so I won't go into detail there. But having said this, she had me watch this whole nativity story, and I'm sitting there laughing because none of it made sense to me. How they were betraying the characters in our family, our Ananda family. And I didn't say nothing to her because she was really big on the Christian thing. And I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so the next day she brings me a Bible, a new King James Version Bible. One of the big, thick green Bibles, you know. And I graciously accepted it. And that was the first Bible that I had ever received in this incarnation. Okay? Mind you, loves, I'm not big on scripture, okay? I feel like I don't need to read the Bible to understand the Bible, when I can just ask Father, Mother, Creator within me, what this parable says, or what such and such means, or things like that. Now, having said that, loves, Kimberly and I did not say you cannot read the Bible, okay? If any of you loves have seen her video, please comment in below so that we can know that her video is being seen. by those of you brothers and sisters with an open heart and mind, because in that video, Kimberly talks about the Bible and Yeshua's thoughts on it and how it was introverted and how it has changed and how things are. Okay? We're not saying you cannot read the Bible. We're saying only take what resonates and leave the rest. Go within to find the answers from the biblical text or any other text for that matter. Whether it be a channel text or a biblical text, it doesn't matter. Okay, loves? So having said this, you may want to go back and watch our video before you come and watch the live here, because it might make more sense to you, loves. But having said this, loves, so I'm sitting there later on that afternoon opening the Bible that my friend had given me, and Sandanda Yeshua tells me to read only the New Testament and just read what I feel within me, and he will explain parables to me if I need help, etc. And so I didn't know which was the New Testament or the Old Testament. I couldn't tell you, at the time, because I wasn't biblical belief. I was belief from the heart. Okay? Because in my current incarnation, there are a lot of asleep beings, and they're not fully awake yet. So I can't share with them the things that we as a family are sharing with all of you. If that makes sense, loves. Because they're not ready and willing and open for it yet. And they may never be. Who knows? So I have to keep everything on the down low for them because they have no clue. So, and they have their own beliefs and their own feelings and their own opinions. Having said that, loves, I was not a very open being around them. And now, Sandanda Yeshua has put me in the public eye. He's put me in the public eye and said, no, beloved, you're getting out there. We're doing this together live. We are doing this for the last 7 years, give or take. We have done this either on Facebook Live or somewhere like that. So this is like the second YouTube video that we've done live. Okay? So, hi, all of you. If it sucks, blame Sandanda Yeshua, because it was his idea, not mine. But this woman had given me this Bible, and she wanted to study it with me day in and day out. And I couldn't say to her what Sandanda Yeshua told me because she was stuck in her ways, put it that way. And I didn't want her feelings. And I know most of you, brothers and sisters in the collective, are like that to those that you love and those that you are close to. And while we're waiting for more of you to come on, we will just read the beautiful comments that come in. Hi, love. How are all of you? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully in the video description you will see the links that you need provided for you. So this woman had given me this Bible. And I'm sitting there like this, and I'm trying my hardest to not upset her. And I could not read the Bible. Not that I was illiterate. It never felt comfortable with me. I never felt at peace with it, if that makes sense, loves. So I never really would read it. I would just skim through it and go to the passages that Yeshua would tell me to read and read those. Okay? Like the parables, and he would help me understand the meaning of them and stuff like that. Okay? Now, mind you, when Kimberly did her video yesterday, she mentioned me quite a few times. And in my opinion, personally, I really feel that if when she's doing this, mentioning me to the public, to you, brothers and sisters, she is elevating me. I don't want to be elevated. I want to be just like you. I go through the same crap that y'all go through. I'm no different than any of you. And if any of you think I'm better than you, I'm sorry. But that's not the way I see things. We're all equal here. Okay? And perhaps this is not the channel for you. I only share us with open-minded and open-hearted brothers and sisters. And what she said in the video was very heartwarming. And everything that I'm about to say is what she basically said. And what she said was, I'm going to cry on camera. What she said was that Yeshua comes through me and nobody else. And this is why we wanted to make this video, loves, because we know that Kimberly is going to be attacked by negative beings that are still out there. Because every time she mentions our name, Christ Phoenix Writing Academy, or me in general, there's always trolls that come after her. Okay? Because their ego and whatever. We're not here for them. We're only here for the love and light beings. Okay? So this being said, loves, I'm no different, nor am I special. I'm not anyone special. Don't hold me up on the pedestal. Please take me off the pedestal. Put me down to your level. Don't put me up there, okay? We're all equal. We're all brother and sister here. There's not any specialness. There's not any uniqueness. There's not anything. But what I will say is, Sandanda Yeshua and I did agree to do this for you, the collective, because we love you. And we are high density beings that are knowledgeable and wisdom. And you have your own knowledge and wisdom within you. So we are no different than you. As Sandanda Yeshua said, you are your own masters of your own duality. So I am no different than you. I am your equal. We are friends here. We all send you peace, light, and love. Okay, there's no specialness. Now, having said this, every time I would try to read the Bible, I would get like this pukey feeling. Like I wanted to throw up. And then I realized, as I've had many incarnations with Sandanda Yeshua, and I, like Kimberly, was there 2,000 years ago. And there are some truth in the Bible, such as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Judge not unless you be judged. Those kind of things. But there's only, I'd say, 70% of what is in the Bible is true. But it is manipulated, edited, and changed. And doctored. So you have to go within, go within, go within. But we, as a family, do not like to, how should we put this delicately? We do not like to tell you what is right for you, because you have to go within to do that. You have to navigate through it yourself. You have to understand it yourself. And yes, there are some truth in your biblical scriptures, as Yeshua calls it, but for the Christians that are going to probably come after Kimberly, you might as well not even step foot toward her, because if you're not thinking with the heart, please don't. Okay, we as a family are going through a lot right now. Okay, so these supposed Christians that come after us as a family and attack some of us in the family are only attacking themselves in the long run. And we're not here for you. We're here for the love and light beings. Okay, that are open and ready and willing to receive. So years and years ago, when Sandanda Yeshua would sit me down with this Bible, and he would explain, this is what was said, this is how it was changed, and how it was edited, manipulated, blah, blah, blah. There was something in me this morning that kind of got emotional, because Kimberly had mentioned some of the same memories that I have. And one of those memories, because yes, I was there as well. One of those memories I have is Sandanda Yeshua never said, wait for it, he never said the Lord's Prayer. He never spoke those words. That was not anything he spoke. Okay? And now I will turn it over to Sandanda Yeshua and let him explain why he never spoke those words. I mean, yes, it is widely known amongst the people. And if you want to go to Stellar Fairbrand's website, Stellar Ascension Academy, she channels Yeshua's beautiful wife, Miriam Magdala, through her music and her mystery school classes, but she's the only one that does it, okay? And again, it's StellarAscensionAcademy.com. So having said this, loves, Sandanda Yeshua never said, in the presence of any of us that were there originally, the Lord's Prayer, amongst other things. And I will let Sandanda Yeshua step forward now and speak some truth to you. And remember, I know not what he says or does. When I step out of the body, it's up to him, not me. So do not shoot the vessel or the messenger. And remember, we love you all. Everybody ready? Okay, so everybody take a deep breath. Here we go. And indeed, once again, greetings unto you, beloved and holy children of light divine. Take it deeply within the consciousness, beloved friends, and contemplate what these words mean. For indeed, that is what you truly are. As I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known simply throughout your time and space as Sandanda Yeshua the Christ. I come not for myself, but indeed for you, my friends. For in truth, I love you, and the Holy Child is but one. It is within great joy that we speak where one perceives oneself to be through this, our beloved, the one conduit of one Sandanda Yeshua the Christ, that which I am. We speak to you, beloved ones, of truth, of compassion, of tenderness, and mercy for all beloved friends. In your world of duality, many upon your planet rely on your biblical text and therefore scriptures, dear one, rather than going within. Because indeed, many of you believe, dear ones, that if it's in the Bible, everything must be true. But indeed not, my friends. What is true within you is where the Father, Mother, God, Creator, our womb consciousness is, dear one. The heart is the meter of truth, dear one. Does that make sense for you? The heart is your ultimate, should we say, to use a word of your duality, vantage point. Go within, go within, go within. For you indeed have an interesting saying in your world of duality. Home is where the heart is. Home is the kingdom, queendom, where you are now, dear one. Does that make sense for you? In your holy scriptures, one Yeshua did indeed say the parables that indeed were written down. But assuredly I say unto you, these parables were changed, edited, and, should we say, indoctrinated by beliefs and of your third dimensional world of duality, dear one, to cause fear in one's beingness. Does that make sense for you? This is why one Yeshua gave the instruction to our beloved Kimberly to have every one of you in the collective that are ready and willing to understand the truth, study the spiritual meaning behind one Yeshua's parables, to understand it, to contemplate it, ask, and it shall be given to you, dear one. Ask the Holy Spirit Comforter within you, what is the truth behind what I am seeing and therefore reading? For the truth is found within you, beloved friends, is it not? In your biblical text, dear one, many of you have, should we say, been programmed to perceive out of your desperation to cling to one Yeshua instead of the I am presence within you, my friends. The I am presence is what is with you. One Yeshua is a mere aspect, as are you. And your holy scriptures, dear ones, your duality has twisted the parables around to infiltrate it with darkness, so it can be used as a mind control manipulation game, dear one. Because there are truths in the parables that your world of duality does not want you to know within oneself. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? This is why your biblical texts have been edited and therefore changed and indoctrinated, dear one, to hide the truth. One may say it is a cover-up, to use a word of your duality. It is a cover-up by the dark ones to cast a, should we say, spell of, to use a word of your duality, amnesia upon your holy mother, beloved earth, and her inhabitants, dear one, of forgetfulness, to allow one to be mind controlled and therefore manipulated, dear one. One Yeshua ben Yosef is indeed just as you are. There is no difference between one Yeshua and you, beloved friends. You, beloved brothers and sisters of light divine, are as I am. In your holy text, dear one, when Yeshua did indeed speak in parables to cover up the truth. And why, might you ask? This was done, beloveds, because in your world of duality, in your ancient times of 2,000 years ago, the world was not open and ready and willing for the truth to be unveiled. So when Yeshua would speak in therefore parables, and what is a parable, dear one? A story. A story that kind of, should we say, hides, to use a word of your duality, the truth, within that little gem of the parable. One will indeed find truth upon it, dear one. But all of you, beloveds, have that truth within you. It is indeed a matter of unraveling it, dear one. There are things in your holy scriptures that when Yeshua has been attributed as saying to one Yeshua, but when Yeshua did not say, such as your Lord's Prayer. When Yeshua never spoke those words, beloved friends. When Yeshua only simply said, love one another as indeed I have loved you. For that is what you are. When Yeshua never spoke the words of the Lord's Prayer. Because in truth, this was done to, should we say, trick your world of duality into perceiving that you had to, therefore, pray to a deity outside of oneself in the name of the J character, that which we will not speak, dear one. I am not the J character. I am Sandanda Yeshua the Christ. Yeshua ben Yosef. I am not the J character, dear one. The J character is not one Yeshua. I am light and love, as are you. I am your beloved brother and friend and equal, dear one. As when Yeshua has said, there are many things that has been written about one Yeshua that one Yeshua did not say. Not only in your religious text, but in your channel text, dear one. And this might, should we say, shock some of you, beloved brothers and sisters, into the realization or the at-one-ment of truth, dear one. And this is what this is about. Unveiling the truth of what is hidden for so many centuries in your world of duality. When Yeshua did not write or dictate A Course in Miracles, or The Way of Mastery, or any other channel text that one may perceive, dear one. However, when Yeshua did dictate the books by our beloved Kimberly, the Real Fountain of Youth, and Ascension 101, a roadmap for your soul, dear one, when Yeshua did give information to our beloved in collaboration with her, dear one. Many upon your planet have been criticizing our beloved here about the last, should we say, video that we have done live, as one may perceive it, when one Yeshua said that one Yeshua did not write or dictate your A Course in Miracles or The Way of Mastery. When Yeshua did not say, don't read them. When Yeshua simply said, go within, go within, go within, and only take what resonates, as our beloved would say. This was done of darkness to control humanity. And should we say, put them under the spiderweb of fear, of having to use a word of your duality. In your Holy Scriptures it says, to be seen and not heard. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? It is time for the seen and heard, dear one. Indeed, it is where all shit hits the fan for your world of duality. Does that make sense for you, beloved? When Yeshua is not going to speak of fear, when Yeshua is not fear, but of light and love, as are you, beloved friends. If it is in fear, what one is reading, it did not come from one Sandanda Yeshua, but of darkness and deception, dear ones. Your whole biblical scriptures were created by man, not by God. Not by the deity known as God within you, the I am present within you, but by man's consciousness and man's perception of darkness and, should we say, duality and of mind control. It was not done by God. A lot of our beloved brothers and sisters who are Christian are not understanding what the true meaning of the word Christian is. Does that make sense for you, dear one? As one Yeshua has simply said, the true meaning of Christian is being kind, loving, peaceful, being truthful, honest, sincere, living the Christ life, putting others before oneself, being selfless, being of love, thinking with the heart rather than the head, dear one. Stepping out of your ego and into the heart space that is Abun consciousness, beloved friends. You are one with the Comforter Creator, Abun consciousness, dear one. There is indeed no reason, and let us say this again, dear one, there is no reason for one to need to pray outside of a deity that is of darkness. Because indeed, the deity that is of darkness, dear one, is not God. For indeed God is love, dear one. But your world of duality in your biblical text has created this deity as the J character that we will not mention to trick you into perceiving from their world of duality and worshiping their false gods. Okay, dear ones, this was done to manipulate humanity, causing more slumber, dear one. Causing more need to, should we say, tighten the rope, dear one. As it indeed has been translated into multiple languages, dear one. Over the centuries in your current space-time. It has been edited, erased, changed. And in your world of duality, you would say, downsized, dear one. To only tell you a little bit of truth, and the rest is what they would perceive, dear one. Does that make sense for you? It is not about one Sandanda Yeshua. The parables that one Yeshua was speaking about, dear one, was of oneness, was of light, was of love, communion with the Holy Spirit Comforter within you, forgiveness, freedom, power, strength, truth, trust, joy, divinity, sovereignty, the breath of oneness, unity, going within, being at one with oneself, and the Abun consciousness. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? This is indeed what has been shrouded for so long in your world of duality that our beloved Kimberly was indeed speaking about, dear one. Your biblical text was made up by man's consciousness. Many upon your planet have said, but Yeshua, where's your part of the Bible? Have you written up part of the Bible? Yes, dear one, I have written a Bible, but the Bible that was written by one Yeshua was, should we say, taken down by the dark ones. Therefore, dear one Yeshua had to be made into this character that one Yeshua wishes that all humanity would let go of. Because I am not the J character, dear one. I am as you are. One Yeshua is not going to say to you, dear one, you must follow the biblical text or else. Because that is not the way of the heart, dear one. And what is the way of the heart but love? Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? One Yeshua is not fear, but of love, as are you, beloved friends. When one is reading your Holy Scriptures and any other religious text or material, one is encouraged to use one's own discernment and stand in one's I am presence and ask the truth to be shown on to you, dear one. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? You are the interpreters. We will use the term the scholars of your duality. What is true for you is what is the key of truth that opens the door to the heart of Christ. That is the Abun consciousness, dear ones. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? As many of you are saying to oneself, but Yeshua, how do I know what Bible to read? Or what to follow? Dear ones, dear ones, dear ones, this is a question that has been on the minds of duality for many millennia, dear one. And one Yeshua has already disclosed in this information, dear one, in your previous videos. It is important, dear one, to go within. But one can also choose to be guided with light and love. And what we mean by this, dear one, is stop living in expectation, dear one. And let things happen and arise within you as they will. Not my will, but thine be done. When Yeshua's teachings are indeed in your biblical text, but they have been therefore distorted, dear one. To give you an example, beloved friends, when Yeshua made the statement of, do not cast your pearls before swine, dear one. Meaning, do not cast your pearls of wisdom and knowledge before evil and darkness, but keep it to yourself until one has, shall we say, the understanding of truth within oneself. Speak nothing but the truth, dear friends, as the truth is love. Does that make sense for you, dear one? Dear one, another saying in your scriptures that was written by your world of duality that one Yeshua will indeed put to rest in your world of terminology. And that is be seen and not heard. This was a, should we say, way to control the women and the men of society, but mostly the women, dear one. By your Paul, dear one. Paul did not know one Yeshua. Okay? Physically, beloveds. He did not understand me or know me, dear one. But in truth, he is the one that wrote these words. For one to be seen and not heard, dear one. To try to suppress the women or the female energies, dear one. Or the feminine energies of the divine Christ, that which is love. Thereby, she would say, amplifying the masculine divine energy of power and of greed and of manipulation in your world of duality, giving credence to only the masculine side of our Father, Mother, our born consciousness, beloved friends. The women are indeed equal, dear one, as they are the counterpart to the divine masculine, beloved friends. It is not up to one Yeshua and one Yeshua's family to tell you, dear one, to understand these truths within oneself, but rather simply to encourage you to study the parables that one Yeshua spoke in your text, dear one. Understand them with the Holy Spirit, Comforter, Creator, guiding you, dear one. Holding you, guiding you with each step. Ask, and it shall be given unto you, dear ones. As indeed, more truth will be unveiled about your Holy Mother, beloved Earth, and her inhabitants, and your world of duality. As we have said to our beloved Kimberly and our beloved here, there will be more truth unveiling in your perfect divine time. But this, my friends, is not to be feared, but only embraced in light and love. Does that make sense for you, beloved? Sit with your beingness, that is the Comforter Creator, and ask to be shown the truth, and it shall be given unto you, my friends. One Yeshua's teaching was simple. Love one another, as indeed I have loved you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Meaning, treat others, beloveds, the way you want to be treated, with compassion, tenderness, mercy, forgiveness, freedom, strength, abundance, happiness, joy, peace, dear one. Perception equals projection, beloved friends. It is indeed that simple. One Yeshua's teachings were indeed simple for your divine feminine energies, dear one. But indeed, the masculine energies were not of open mind as much as the divine feminine, dear ones. So one Yeshua's family and the inner circle would go in a team of two. The divine feminine energies would teach the disciples, dear one. Does that make sense for you? As there were many of us in your, what you would term your inner circle, dear one. And it wasn't just the 12, dear one. that was a miscreation by man's consciousness deliberately to silence the women, to only focus on 12 disciples. And notice, beloved friends, all the 12 disciples they mentioned in your Holy Scriptures are men. Does that make sense for you? They did not speak of the love of the women. They did not speak of how the women taught the men, how one Yeshua spoke of reincarnation, how one Yeshua spoke of hope, how one Yeshua spoke of light, how one Yeshua spoke of oneness, compassion, tenderness, and mercy, dear one. One Yeshua spoke of all these things that one Yeshua is indeed teaching through this, our beloved, today in time and space. That way which is taught to me by the Essenes and the Druids, dear one. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? Indeed, this is, should we say, your time to be as the scholars that you are, to understand what one is trying to navigate through in your world of duality, whether it be through a text or your energies, as indeed it is intense energy levels, dear one. As our beloved called it, it is high voltage December, dear one. Pray, 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 dear one, for healing. Pray for peace, dear one. Pray for light. Pray for understanding. Pray for love. Pray for hope. Pray for joy. Pray for peace, dear one. As you are the prince and princesses of peace, dear one, on the road, shall we say, to New Shambhala, dear one. And what is Shambhala? Heaven to earth. One Yeshua is bringing New Shambhala back to earth. And indeed, this is a new beginning of light, of love, of oneness, as more shit indeed hits the fan for the collective, as the world of your duality crashes down around you, dear one. We encourage you, beloved brothers and sisters of love and light, not to fear, but only abide in that which you are, love. As love heals all things, trusts all things, transcends all things, embraces and accepts all things for what they are, and turns it over to the Father, Mother, Outgoing Consciousness, dear one. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? In your biblical text, dear one must sift through it as though one was a scholar on a mission. Or to use a word of your terminology, like the Sherlock Holmes investigator, and investigate the truth for yourself, dear ones, as it is indeed hidden in your parables. And once your beloved planet, beloveds, understands the truth about one Yeshua's parables, one will be on the road to a deeper understanding of consciousness that one Yeshua is always speaking about, dear one. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? You are the scholars on a divine mission of truth within oneself. One Yeshua can only be there to mirror back to you what is true within you. If that were not so, beloved friends, nothing I've ever said or done, and either since then or now, through this, our beloved sister, would have made sense to you, dear one, as I have indeed been where you are. Does that make sense, beloved friends? As more truth is yet being unveiled, we will say unto you, dear one, it is important for you to keep the flame of hope within one's heart, for the new change is dawning and is on the horizon, dear friends. In your biblical text, things were omitted purposefully, dear one, to, shall we say, distort the truth. Certain words were added or edited or changed, dear one, to distort the truth of you and of the I am presence, dear one. Your biblical text or any other text was not written by God, dear one, but by man's misperception of consciousness. It is not the word of God. In your world of duality, there are many upon your planet that think that one Yeshua needs to be the centerfold, dear one, to use the word of your duality. One Yeshua never asked to be up on the pedestal, but brought back down to your level, dear one. What needs to be on the pedestal is the truth of your beingness, the I am presence within you. Follow my lead by example, dear one. Go within, go within, go within. Become as the Buddha is. Still, and know that ye are God, for indeed you are, beloved friends. Does that make sense for you? It is indeed that simple. Become the scholars of your perception. Think with the heart rather than the head of consciousness. And what is the heart? The still small voice in one's head that says, I will show you thy way. The still small voice of the Father, Mother, outgoing consciousness that is always love, that is never fear, that is always one with you, beloved friends. The Comforter, Creator, one Yeshua, has indeed said this to you, beloved friends, multiple times through our beloved. One Yeshua will not leave you comfortless. But what was I talking about, dear one? I was referring to the I am presence within you. That is the Comforter Creator, dear one. All of you are aspects, as I am. All of you are beloved mirrors for the other. This is why, in your intense energy world of duality, you are clashing and therefore butting heads in your consciousness, as many upon your planet are at different levels of vibration. Seek not to be disempowered by the dark ones, but empowered to shine your love and light even brighter, dear ones. As you can do this, you are the power, dear one, that I am within you is love, as are you, one with the source that is God. For indeed God is but love, dear ones. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? In your times of meditation and, should we say, contemplation, focus not on your world of duality around you, rather than focusing on your duality, focus on that light and love that which you are. Sit. Quiet the mind. Quiet the body. Just focus. Be present in the moment. As you are, as I am, light and love, dear ones. This is why our beloved has said, she indeed cannot read the biblical text that what you would have today in your midst, dear one. Because in truth, she has understanding of the message of one Yeshua. And one Yeshua's message is but love. Love one another as indeed I have loved you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Become as you are created to be, that which is love. By changing your perception in your world of duality. Be as I am. Not my will, but thine be done. And so indeed it is, beloveds. I am Sandanda Yeshua, he who has come to bestow peace and love and healing upon you, beloved friends, in your world of duality. He who has come, just indeed as you have come, to be a beacon of light and love upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. Yet again, he who has come with the sword of truth to bind all darkness and evil and liberate the pure in heart. So indeed, the truth may set you free, and that truth is love, as you are that which I am. And so it is, beloved friends, and so indeed it is. Okay, love, so whatever Sananda said to you is what he said to you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember, do not shoot the vessel, okay? Only share us with open-minded and open-hearted brothers and sisters. If you wish, if you feel called to, as we send you peace, light, and love, and happiness upon your journey of awakening. And we thank all of you and we love all of you for joining us. And until we see you guys again on the live, I am, meaning I'm Michaela Martin, the conduit for Sandanda Yeshua, the Christ, and the Ananda family. And so it is.